same thing happened while we were at Home Depot. So when the pandemic hit, we were caught a bit flat-footed. We didn't have curbside pickup, and we knew that this was coming. And there was a point in Home Depot's history where they didn't necessarily think curbside pickup was on brand, even though other companies were already doing it. The beauty of this project, though, is like, A, we had to do it because this was now the new normal. Two, this is what the customers demanded and was expecting. But three, the best part of all of it is that it was highly complicated. You had about 50 different teams working together. It just wasn't UX and engineering and product. It was supply chain and logistics and brand managers and managers within the store, and who had different staging areas within the stores. Not every single parking lot was set up the same way. So it became very entrepreneurial in a lot of ways as well, too, because you had some managers taking a Home Depot bucket, a yardstick, and a handwritten sign, curbside pickup this way. And we started very small. It was really those one rare instances where leadership gets out of the way and actually allows you to do the project, because we had to get it done. So we started small with 5 stores, then we went to 10 stores, then we went to 100 stores, and then we scaled to all stores. And it was a huge success. And so we did really well. And we also ate our own dog food, frankly. We were going out and doing the drive-through ourselves to see how good the experience was, to bring that information back, to iterate, test, get better at what we're doing. How can we refine, while marketing caught up and was able to print out the more branded signs and information about, this is your way to curbside pickup, or also in the app, like, where's my parking space? How do I get there? How are they going to put the things inside my trunk? So that, I'm really proud of that experience, because we had to do it quickly. We launched it only within a few weeks. And again, it was one of those experiences where we got through corporate obstructionism and we got something through pretty quickly in the market. And you got to love that as well, too, because innovation is rarely authorized in larger companies. And so you really have to find those people that are going to band together. And we almost had like this secret society of like-minded people, knowing that we had to get curbside pickup into the market. Otherwise, we were going to suffer. And we did, and we launched it successfully.
That's awesome. And when you think about the curbside experience that you did at Home Depot to adapt to that, how did digital factor into that, the digital experience, to get the true Phygital, if you will?
Yeah, it was all done in the app. So that was really the key experience. And also mobile web too. So again, the experience would be, and most of our transactions at Home Depot started on your phone anyway. So that's where the transaction was starting, but it was all done through mobile web and the app, and creating that experience within there that people can go and choose their pickup at checkout, say, hey, I want to do curbside, and they would come through. And yeah, at some point there was even a phone number you have to call to let you know. That's how early on in terms of the iterations, right? So it was not good, and that's okay, because the thinking was, let's not let great get in the way of good. Let's get something into market. Let's get an MVP out there. We'll test and learn, and we get better. It's better than having nothing, right? So I'm really proud of what we did, because we listened to our customers, we listened to each other, and said, hey, we need to improve upon this very, very quickly. So we were able to stay agile, uppercase A and lowercase a, in terms of getting into market.
Yeah, which was a requirement for the pandemic, because it caught everybody flat-footed. And so, yeah, I tried a few of those. I tried a curbside with a grocery store here, and I'm like, okay, I ordered in the app, and they're like, okay, well, what do I do when I get there? Like, well, pull in one of the spaces and call the number on the sign. I pulled into the space, and the sign said, satisfaction guaranteed. That's all it said. It didn't have any phone number. I'm just sitting in my car going, I don't know what to do. I don't actually know what to do. So I literally had to get out of the car and ask somebody how to get my order out to the curb. So
I think another thing that a lot of brands struggled with in that time, was being able to communicate that you were doing it on the purchase path itself. So a lot of that experience that you would see, a lot of that aesthetic that you would see would just say pick up at the store. But then in the actual checkout flow, you would have the opportunity to say curbside pickup, or in the order confirmation, you would have it, but no one was setting the expectation in the journey, in the actual user journey. I shouldn't say nobody, but sometimes people wouldn't set that expectation, and building that expectation through the entire path that, oh, I can do this curbside pickup. That's so much better than having to go into the store, especially when you have to deal with the pandemic.